Hi, Elsa. This is Professor Harwin. So I wanted to show you how to find scholarly journal articles. First way to do this is to go to my.bergen.edu, sign into your personal website. Then you're going to go to the library, Sydney Silverman Library. I want to go to frequently used databases. So first I'm in the library, right? We see this page. We're going to scroll down. It says find articles, but you can't really click on anything there. Under that, it says frequently used databases. And I would pick Academic Search Premier. Okay. Now, Academic Search Premier lets me choose even more databases than just it. So I would do that and pick PsycArticles. Okay. I want you to also click where it says full text, make sure that's checked. Make sure scholarly peer-reviewed articles are checked. And try to look between the years of 1995 and 2013. Get it more recent. Okay. So this looks okay so far. We have full text, scholarly peer reviewed 1995 to 2013. Now you're going to put in the disorder that's relevant for what you're looking for. So if I'm looking for obsessive compulsive disorder, I'm going to put that in. That is a lot of results. So maybe I want to think about the causes of obsessive compulsive disorder. Another word for cause that's often shown in psychological journals is etiology. So I'm going to try that. Obsessive compulsive disorder and etiology and see what happens. Ooh. Excessive etiology of obsessive compulsive symptoms and obsessive compulsive personality traits. Common genes, mostly different environments. So maybe that would play a role. This is talking about genes relating to rest OCD. Biopsychosocial etiology of obsessions and compulsions. So that could be interesting. So I look at this one. This one sparked my interest the most. And you're going to get an article that looks something like this. So it's bigger. There we go. Accumulating evidence suggests that different kinds of dysfunctional beliefs contribute to obsessive compulsive symptoms. Okay, so this is telling you different beliefs someone has that might contribute to the symptoms. This would possibly be a good article. This is all sorts of fancy figures. Doesn't matter. You read through it, this is describing to you what it is. So you don't stress about it. You're like, you don't go, oh no, all these arrows, I don't know what it means. What to do? It's okay. Don't worry about the arrows. I don't know what that means either. I get that there's a lot of arrows and things interact a lot. I assume that's what's going on. And I scroll through it and I try to get the gist. Okay, so the first part of these type of articles is a lit review. They tell you previous literature, what other researchers have found. Then they tell you who's participating. In this case, it's based off of twins. And the measures that they did there, and I would sort of scan through it. When you're reading for real, you gotta get the more details. But right now, you just want to know if this is something you could understand enough and is interesting enough and useful enough to use for your paper. So I'm scanning through. So far, I'm not really pro or against. And I'm looking at the results. Now, the results are all in fancy terms, but the cool part is when you get past the whole results section, usually there's a discussion section. Yay, discussion section. The discussion section describes to you what the results say. So these results are saying that this is the first study to integrate behavioral genetic and cognitive behavioral approaches to understanding the etiology, another fancy word for cause or how things come about, of obsessions and compulsions. The results are consistent with contemporary cognitive behavioral models, which postulate that particular dysfunctional beliefs play an etiological role in obsessive compulsive symptoms. So now they're saying this is in line with the idea that dysfunctional beliefs play a role in the symptoms. However, we found that beliefs accounted for only a fraction, a small amount of the phenotypic variance in obsessive compulsive symptoms, which shows that there are some other etiological factors going on. All right, so you get the point. So I'm reading this. I think it's kind of interesting. I actually might read this later for myself. That said, I want you guys to kind of understand that these are the type of articles we're looking for, that this is what's required of the paper. And if you need help with that, further help, you can always let me know. But this is how you find them. If you want to download them to your computer, this comes up. I click download PDF. And I would either right click, no, that's not working. So I click the save button, which looks like a floppy disk. And I would save it in my case on my Dropbox. I'm very pro Dropbox, but that's a whole other story. And I would go to my class that you guys are, which is Online AbSci. That's what I call you, my Online AbSci. And I would save OCD etiology there. And then I can get it later. I could always just print it. And that is that. All right, so I think you guys kind of get the point there. Let me know if you have questions. I want you to submit the proposal of your final paper, which is just literally what your topic is. Like, you can follow directions, but it's pretty much if you're picking the movie one, the movie you picked, and then include the reference for the scientific article. Remember, it has to be one of these type of articles that I just told you how to find. Or if you picked the news one, then it would be the newspaper article and then the scientific article that article is referring to. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, look over your syllabus, watch the other video I put up, and if you have further questions, always contact me. Okay? Have an awesome week, and I'll talk to you guys later.